And we're live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pop. My brain are running up. My brain is running already. I can't even do the intro because I got so much to say already, and it's like I'm saying it already while trying to do the intro. So let's start the intro over. Cause I'm kind of OCD, and if I don't do the intro properly, I'm just gonna be fumbling, mumbling my words. So shout out to Lovely Adeka. Thank you for being the first one in this morning. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to my brother Troy Stars Trucking Blogs on YouTube. Shout out to the entrepreneurs. I said that already. Shout out to whatever it is your job description is. Chefs in the kitchen, secretaries in offices. Shout out to the engineers, the AC techs. Shout out to whatever it is you do, law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel, shout out to you. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wish good for others as much as you wish good for yourself. Then you're a good person. Shout out to you. Here we are on this beautiful, beautiful Monday morning. Today is the 14th of April, 2025. And time's flying. We're blessed to be here. We're happy to be here. We're elated. We're thankful. All praise is due to the Most High God. And this morning, we are even extra more excited and thankful after a super eventful weekend. Listen, this is a 1 hour show, right? Because I know how it goes. For those of you who don't know, Wifey is on her journey in the medical field doing her thing. And I have to play my part there as well. Each one uplift the other one. So on my morning now, get the kids up for school, drop them off to their different schools because they both go to different schools. And do all the other things them. In the meantime, I have a 1 hour to squeeze in right here. We're gonna go live later. That's gonna be around 9:30 for a longer live. But this is worth doing right now in the early morning. And to catch some of the people them who say, so Flo, me miss the early morning live, man, cause at 5:30 and 6 o'clock me gone to work, So by the time you come on 9 o'clock, I'm in the middle of work. I can't really tune in. So big up to them who are able to catch us this morning as well. All right, Lovely Aneka says super early this morning. You probably didn't get yeah, last night was very eventful. I want this Lovely Aneka. I'm tired though, but I'm here. Big up your damn self. Roxy Diva, big up yourself. Here, listen. Yeah, I'm super excited. Everybody could tell I'm super excited. Me super excited because you see what I told y'all. Say I'm glad I'm not no bandwagonist. You see how many years I got laughed at. You see how many people jump ship over the years. Man, what y'all saw happen this weekend, right? Now this is gonna turn into a conversation about self-belief and motivation, right? But listen, what y'all saw happen over this weekend is exactly what I've been talking about for years when I kept saying our culture, dancehall music, stall. This is not just about music, This is about our culture. Our culture was at a stall. Remember, everybody, there were a lot of artists that was coming out and doing their thing. No shade to all the other artists, them. But none of them were elevating us to a level. If you come from the 90s era, right, and you remember like all the big names wanting to work with our artists and our music being played in every venue and everybody getting excited and running to the dance floor or running to see our artists from our island, then you would understand what I'm trying to say is we kind of fell off. And we were stagnant at a lower level. Yeah, artists were getting out there, them get them little song, them fly out, all that. But I kept saying we needed to get up here. And the person to do it is incarcerated. And anyhow, them free him up, you're going to see what I'm talking about. Remember, I also said the other artists, them, if you're not aligned with it, these are my specific words. Way before Cartel release, I said, when the man that come out of prison, if you're not aligned with him in some way, doing collabs with him, a part of his camp, etc., then your light's gonna get dim because he's gonna take all the spotlight, the bookings, everything up. Man, a lot happened this weekend. This sold out the Barclays back to back. I said this on IG for those who follow me on IG, but me have to say it, yes, I know everybody follow me over there. So one vendor lady, she's Jamaican too. A vendor said, I made $40,000 the first night. You know what it's like to go outside, go sell food out the road, and you make 40,000 US dollar in a one night. I know a lot of people who don't make $40,000 and they get up and go to work every day, 9 to 5 every day, and they don't make $40,000 for their salary. She made $40,000 in one night. Heard other people saying, damn, I've been to the Barclays many a times. I've been there for basketball games, pro basketball games. I've been there to see Jay-Z at the Barclays. They named a couple of people that they went to see at the Barclays. And they said two things. One, it was never this packed. And the energy in there was never like this. Did y'all see the place packed? Yo, the place packed from the floor to the ceiling, fam. Like the place was packed from the floor to the ceiling. Every crevice and corner was packed. That's packed. That's sold out. And remember all them people making videos talking about, I don't know, he must have licked his head when he was in prison or something. Them price for them tickets. Who the hell he think going? Who going to see him for them price? Nah, he a bit delusional. I know you Vybz Kartel and all that, but you ain't that big that somebody gonna pay all that to come see you. You see, when broke people, right? And I ain't talking about just broke financially. I'm talking about broke mentally, broke spiritually. When them people that see other people moving, just move out the way. Stay over there with your broke self. You know what I mean? And again, I'm not talking about just broke financially. Some people have a broken attitude. Them can't see further. You know what I mean? Imagine having that confidence in yourself to think, I could sell out the Barclays. Imagine knowing I could sell out the Barclays. I could do it back to back. Has it ever been done? History was created. Has it ever been done? It's never been done. Back to back. I think right now, I saw a video with Spice and Cartel after the show. There are so many highlights to the first night, which we already did a video for, which if you watch through the video, you could see all the highlights for the first night. We haven't done a video for the highlights for the second night. The second night, I didn't think it could get more epic than that. I was over the moon for the first night seeing Black Rhino and Vybz Kartel reunite, right? I was over, and again, I'm glad we're not bandwagonists. Remember my list that I put out, and I said these are the people I wanted to see, right? Some of them still not appear yet. Vanessa Bling still didn't appear with Vybz Kartel yet. I was surprised to see Shensia on stage with Vybz Kartel, and they're able to do Ludi together because there's a big controversy surrounding Ludi and all these things. But to see Black Rhino, Vybz Kartel, and he's back in the camp, and they're in good vibes like mature men now. Remember, I know who was 30, who imagine 13 years ahead. Well, for them, it's like 20 years ahead. So imagine who was 20 back then is 40 now. So man, a grown man, big people. And I was just keeping my fingers crossed and hoping that, you know, whatever beef they had behind the scenes, whatever disagreements they had behind the scenes, they would fix it, make it up. It's a family thing, man. It's a family thing. But and you argue and fight with your significant others, your cousin, your uncle, your auntie, your favorite people in your family, but you don't dash them away forever. You know what I mean? So that's what we're seeing from that. Now, Spice and Cartel in the video after the after show, when they were like, Spice says, sold out the Barclays back to back. Him couldn't do it. You see it. And then Kartel laughed and said, and don't talk to us about it. Go talk to your therapist. And they laughed and walked away. Now, who is him? Him couldn't do it. You see it. Here's the message, right? Loud and clear. Loud and clear. The great Buju Banton showed up. That was even bigger. The great Buju Banton showed up. When we say Buju, and I saw Kartel, and they finally get to link. Buju Banton rolled in presidential style. They finally got to link. And Buju gave Kartel his accolades. You know what I mean? That was huge. That was huge. Because Buju could have stayed in a corner and be hating and be like, let me see if him can pocket like how me did pocket. Him pocket more than you did pocket. Him pocket to the ceiling. And I saw when you packed it, yeah, it was packed. But there's a difference between being packed and being completely sold out, right? All right, Buju was there. No hard feelings. Buju show up, showed out, enjoyed himself. You know, I take pictures with everybody. The picture with him and Cardi B, Buju looked like he the security guard and he mad that anybody is looking at Cardi, but we ain't going to talk about that right now. So the great Buju Banton showed up. I said to myself, where's Beenie Man? Did Beenie Man show up to show his respects? No, he's probably booked, right, for another event, something like that. Did he at least use social media to say congratulations or anything like that? Probably not. I think his Beenie Man them did I talk about when Spice said, sold out the Barclays, back to back. Him couldn't do it. You see it. And then Kartel said, and don't talk to us about it. Go talk to your therapist. I know he's not still calling himself the king of dancehall after this. Remember, I know I have great respect for Beenie Man. I've always said Beenie Man is top tier performer when it comes to stage presence and dancehall music. I've seen him many times perform live, and he never disappoints. He sounds like how he sounds on record, all that other good stuff. The thing about Beanie is he's having a hard time letting go of what he thinks the crown is and the throne is. And I know he's not still walking around telling people he is the king of dancehall, because before it might have been disputable to some people. But after this weekend, it is undisputed. Ray, King Biggs, big up yourself. Ray, I saw the Avon the worst outfit of the night. Not even Jamaica Avenue don't even sell that outfit. I'm not go through all that yet. I'm gonna gather all the clips of the highlights of the second night and put that in one video. So whoever missed it could watch the video. It'll be like an expedited, straight to the point of all the highlights for that night. I see Neil come out there. Ooh, there's something about the way she moves. I mean, I said to myself, say you didn't want to clear the sample, eh? You never want to clear the sample. You fight the people with the song, but the song gets so big, you have to come sing the song in front of them, their version of the song. So he gave us his version, right, of the song first. Well, back to Beenie Man. Beenie, the world saw. The world now knows who the king of dancehall is. Who was in doubt before? Not in doubt no more. So every dancehall artist, y'all had 13 years to lift dancehall to that level. Sell out a US stadium space, Barclays, back to back. Make the world know, say, what genre big, and that you're worth the money when you say 100,000 for a show. Something like that. You had 13 years to do it. 13. 13 years to do it that big. And none of you did it. I don't want to hear no more, we could have do it, but we just never did want to do it. Because, you know, people love, yeah, we could have do it still, but we just never did want to do it. I don't want to hear none of that. You had 13 years to elevate us to that level. And anybody that fly them Jamaica flag in New York tonight, trust me, it's big. And yeah, we have pride to tell. People were smiling from ear to ear. The beautiful thing is, did you hear that crowd singing? I say it already, I'll say it again. Every show that I've watched so far, every performance of Vybz Kartel so far, from Freedom Street, his initial jump out, till now, has only gotten better and better and better and damn better. You saw what happened this weekend. That was super better. Jamaica not even did so nice. I felt like that's where I was supposed to be at the Barclays, but me now take that back because Jamaica come with an ambiance and bringing in of New Year's and you know all that other stuff. If you look on my IG, I'm still finding videos from. I have a whole lot. I videoed the entire night for Freedom Street. My phone is packed with footage from Freedom Street. I just need to put the compilation together and release it. And I'm in them. I mean, I videoed the whole thing. I was there. I mean, you know, I'm excited when the fireworks are break out. You remember I came and I told you I was so drunk. I didn't even know that the fireworks went off. And I was like, did they even do a fireworks show? It's New Year's. And everybody was like, SouFLo, you did frig up, man. You never hear them loud boom and bang and the big all them light then at the ear or something. Guess what video I found yesterday? Me, I watched the fireworks. I videotaped myself and the fireworks. And me, I say, yo, and red. So I was there. It's sometimes excitement just take you over like that, you know. And I'm a person I like to live in the moment. But that's for everything in our moment. Life is short. So anyhow, 13 years to do it. Nobody could. You mean if you tell me, say nobody could have put even a group of superstars together and put their management team together and put their finances together and go take on a space like, say, the Barclays or something? Damn. They didn't do it because they couldn't do it. Shout out to my brother, Tulax. Tulax said, Kartel hasn't done anything monumental since him come out of prison with the music. Where you send out? Where you send out, Tulax? Where you send out? With Miratin. Yo, I think anybody who is a hater of Vybz Kartel they're probably hiding, but they're not. They're so full of hate energy that they're just out there still finding something else. Like over the weekend, the conversation trending was he has moved to the United States of America. All right, now could address that a little bit. Again, remember before Kartel even get released, what did we say over here? The conversation was Lego Jamaica for a little bit. I said Kartel is a hard-headed person and him not run well left Jamaica like that. But I hope he let Jamaica go, breeze out for a while, give it a couple of years. Just go see the world because the world wants to see you. You know what I mean? All right, the conversation come full circle now. Conversation come. You see, that's why I'm glad to say I'm not a damn wagonist because let's talk about Safari crime, but we'll do that later. I'm not a wagonist, so I can speak because these things we spoke about, these things we champion, these things we push way before it was popular to do, okay to say, anybody was happy about it. Now he's saying he lives in Florida. And for those of you who are confused that where that conversation came from, if you go back and watch The Breakfast Club with, you know, Jess and DJ Envy and Charlemagne, they asked Kartel if Jamaica is safe for Vybz Kartel, and he says, yes, no. And everybody went crazy in the comment section. What do you mean, no? Yes, no. So people are saying, oh, people at Jamaica want to kill him and him a run. And then, of course, you have those in the comment section saying stuff like, it's funny how them man here a big violence producer and pay for whole heap of people for dead at Jamaica now a theme time and man after him run well left the island. Stand up and fight, man. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? These are the, but you could tell when the people who are the same ones, cause them disappointed enough. They're the same ones who used to say, if he stay in there and dead, keep him in there. Dash for the key. Lock him up and dash for the key. Yeah, don't hold your breath, SouFLo, you're gonna pass out. Them not let him out. Me, I tell you, say, not coming out. Yeah, now they're disappointed that he's out. Then when he got out, they said, him out now, but him only out on technicalities. Him still a killer to me. I bet say him not get no visa for fly go nowhere. Oh, he's looking about visa to go to the US. The US of all places, him definitely not go there. So Then he goes to the US. Hold on, first him do an epic concert, Pac Stadium. They had 13 years to do that too. None of them did it, right? None of your favorite artists take stadium, big stadium in Jamaica and pack it like how he did, headlined it himself. And then after that now, they're doubting along the way. Him not going to America. Watch and see. Then him landing at the United States of America. Then them have something else to say. I bet him up there in a friggery and foolish. Them soon catch him with gun like squash. Him so him a leopard never changes its spots. I bet there'll be a criminal surround him up there so and so. Y'all don't believe in change? Y'all don't believe when a man says, I've been there, I've done that, that ain't me, and I'm not going back to certain places, certain bridges you have to burn off in a life. God sat you down and taught you some lessons and you've learned. You ain't going back that route. I am a businessman. I'm a family man. I'm a God-fearing man. This is how I want my legacy to be shaped. This is what my life is, right? The man they are walking and blessing right now, you know. And like I always say to my audience, people love to live in your past. Repeat that. People love to live in your past. Not for them past, you know. Because as soon as you bring up for them past, here you go. Man, that's my past. I'm not even like that no more. That was 10, 15, 20 years ago. But when it comes to your past, that's all them tell people about, right? Your past is you. Your past is who you are now and will be forever to them. But them must change, and you mustn't point out for them past to nobody, right? Right. So we understand what's at play here. Anyway, back to Tulax. We're loosely talking. Back to Tulax though. Tulax. Is this monumental enough for you, bro? Is this monumental enough for you? Original Youth JA said, not taking anything away from Kartel, but the fact is Kartel has a story that no one else has away from Bujo. What we must appreciate is that Kartel has fans who made sure to play their part of the story. Of course, but it's Kartel why he has those fans. You understand? Him not just have fans, because if that's the case, everybody would have just have fans. Original Youth JA. And everybody has their own unique story, which makes him him. That's what I keep saying. So either way you take it, it's all in his own doing. Him and God that. Let me break something down for you on another level, okay? On a basic life level that applies to all of us. Your purpose here on this earth is not a next man purpose here on this earth. Your journey, your steps, the avenues and lanes where you have to go walk to navigate this is not another person's same step, every step of the way, avenues and lanes and stuff where you have to go walk. See? And in that itself, it makes you unique. See, a lot of people waste their time trying to be like other people, and that's why you can't find your purpose. Two biggest mistakes we make as humans. One, we try to please other people too much, worried too much about what others say, and then because of that, we get thrown off track. All the things that you are supposed to be doing, what you're supposed to be becoming, it's in you, and you can hear it every day. But you get up and you worry about, boy, but if me start that still, me know say so and so I go laugh after it. I don't think it really I go work still, you know, self-doubt and all these things. That's that man's journey. We on the outside looking at his life. You hear what him say? Him say even him have to pinch himself more time. I said, okay, so it's real. Can't believe say it's real. Walking in his purpose. Living the life he was ordained to live. You know? So with that said, there's absolutely nothing that can be taken away from him. Whether you want to say him have good fans or that plays their part, he did the work to gather the fans so they are able to play their part, right? Him again. All right. Leroy Samuel says, I'm going back to sleep. Too much bias. Gaza people are here. Leroy, going back to sleep, man. Too much bias. With your big clown self. Vybz Kartel don't have fans. Him have, me love the comment them now. Him have ACs up. That's a blessing. That's a blessing. I remember Massacre was on stage with Mr. Winford Williams, and Massacre was saying, "Oh, I don't know, him fall off, man. People are run circles around him. You know, along those lines, he was saying like, I don't know, fall off. Like, nothing I'm going for him, Mr. Williams. Me, I listen to him when me in a high school, and see me and now in the same space, I do the thing. So pass him to XYZ, him lazy, him this, him that." And Mr. Winford Williams said, along the lines of young bud don't know storm, he said, when you have an audience, a fan base that grows with you. So who was 10 when you were 10, or 20 when you are 20, them are 30 when you are 30, them hit them 40s when you hit 40s, and they've been with you every step of the way. That in itself is a huge achievement because not many people are able to do that, right? Cartel is one of them people there. His day ones from him first come out till today are still there. They are growing with him. When him did bad, we did bad too. When him mature, we mature too. You know what I'm saying? And you're just watching life and watching changes. So him fans them a big AC, that's cool. That means those are dedicated fans. It's funny how we as people, and black people in particular, we use destructive words for our own. White people, them say, "Oh, he has a huge fan base. His fans are loyal." Those are the words them use, right? Huge fan base, fans are loyal. For us, him have a big bias set of people who follow him. Yeah, whole heap of dick riders. Yeah, and you know, and you can't help but to think that even that comes from a place of jealousy. Because you can't do it, and the people you admire can't do it. So you just mad and vexed and jealous. A lot of them are the people who still used to say him shouldn't come out neither a prison. And now all this is happening. You know, them even more vexed and jealous now. So back to Vybz Kartel leaving Jamaica now. He said on their breakfast club that Jamaica, them asked him if it's safe for him. Him says, yeah, no. He moves with security, heavy security when he's in Jamaica. But you moving with heavy security in Jamaica don't mean that something can happen to you if somebody wants something to happen to you. Because we know how Jamaican gunmen stay, right? When gunmen come for you, you know, police running up. So with that said, I don't think it's about so much of him fearing his life. I think it's more of him maturing and realize. I mean, how many shows is Cartel gonna do in little Jamaica? Jamaica small, you know. Jamaica is small. They would have to see you like 4, 5, 6 times a year in 4, 5, 6 different venues around the island. You don't fly out. You don't go anywhere else. The world is begging for him to come there. The whole continent of Africa is there for him to explore. Do you see how them? You see how them go on about him over so in a Nairobi, Kenya, Ghana, in these places, Nigeria, in these places? It's time for him to go. It's time for him to go. So Lego Jamaica, right? Lego Jamaica, go explore the world, spread your wings, go be the king you are, go soak up all your glory and your accolades from around the world because you deserve it. And it's time for that. I found out about the work visa now because a lot of people are in the comments again, the haters again. Him have proper paperwork to live a foreign. He might tell people about he lives in Florida. Them so holy man deport him. You know, so Trump is not playing. Yo, them people are don't stop it up. If I were y'all, man, I would choose who I actually. Okay, we're not born haters. So if I was you, I would have choose who I hate, and I would definitely stop hating on somebody who seems to always prevail. The more I hate them, cause it look like you throw fuel to the man fire, and the fire just ablaze, right? Watch this. About the work visa now. Me find out say you can live in the US planet up to 3 years. Yeah, as long as you're moving about and working. Now, a person like Vybz Kartel, as long as you are showing that you are earning to a certain degree and you do all these other things. Oh, no, notice that Buju stay a foreign now too. I remember, I know Buju used to live here, you know. Buju have property here and everything like that. right? Before the whole prison incarceration, something, the whole heap and picnic them there and grow up here and all these things. So same rules apply. If you go look at the fine print of it all, he's able to stay here. And from here, he can travel XYZ other places. He could go to Africa, come back, Europe, come back, you know, Japan, China, Asia, come back. And while he's doing that, some people are saying it's the gold visa. Me not thinking buy no gold visa. The gold visa is 5 million US dollars. But that's not what is required. Before Trump did the gold card visa, that work permit, work visa was there. And they're probably exploiting that work visa. Now, he might have bought that for $5 million. I don't know. And he could afford it for sure. So even if he did that, then it's even more solidified, right? But if it's just a regular work visa, him can travel for up to 3 years, be on it for up to 3 years and move around. RR123 says up to 10 years as long as you're paying taxes, especially if you hire 5 or more people. See that? See that? So we're going to get more into the details of that the more we read into that from the official site of, you know, the government side, immigration side, what that entails. But there are angles to it. So yes, in Lego Jamaica for a minute, hear them. So what happened to the big house them when him just buy a Jamaica and all these things? Nobody now gonna live in it. Because the man say him Lego Jamaica for a minute doesn't mean that he won't be traveling back and forth. You know, mean say you know want go home for a weekend, right? Go home to Jamaica for a week and fly back out. It don't mean, but you don't announce you're flying in and out. It doesn't mean that him to have children and family members who can live at the house. Man, the highlights of the weekend, when he brought his mom out on that stage, may I tell you, you know, the place called poverty, mommy don't live there no more. She want every good youth, when me know, we come from yard. That's one of the first things you want to make sure, say your mother see you do greatness. Of course, you want daddy see it too, but you come from that woman's womb. So you want to see your queen see you do greatness in this lifetime. You want to be able to give her some experiences in this lifetime that, you know, is in our wildest dreams. And it comes from our baby, our picnic, our out our belly, our womb. That in itself a blessing. See, I didn't bring out all the mother. Second night, Barclays, shut down. All those stars. He brought Brooklyn out. Lil Kim was there. You know, you see all the other people who came out on that stage. It's solidified, man. It says he is the king of dancehall. He is the reigning king of dancehall. He is the champion. He is the person on the crown and he is the person with the crown on his head on the throne. That way. No more argument about it. None. You can hold on there. Just being Octavia says people really worry over the wrong things. If people put the same energy into prospering themselves, it would be great. You know what? Just being Octavia, I've said this before. Even faking, I'm a grown man, so I have big kids. I tell my kids that. I say, y'all new generation, but I don't uncle them I do it. It's been done from older people set the precedence for the foolishness. But it's trending more now than ever before. People, mind other people's business more than they mind their own. So they waste a lot of time that they could be investing in themselves. And B, a lot of people believe in faking it. Not fake it till you make it. You know, one time gone, we used to fake it, but on the low, we were doing the work, burning the midnight oil to make it, so that our faking it will one day actually be real. Now they just fake it. Nobody now do the work, we just fake it, right? And so I always say, if you put half the energy that you do use to fake it, you would actually really make it. Half of the stuff that you brag about and claim you have accomplished, you probably would have accomplished them if you put half the effort into actually doing it instead of faking it. And just the times where we live in now, You know, King Big says SouFlo. Just imagine a Cartel and Spice tour. Bigger than that. Bigger than that because and for the people who just keep hating Spice all this time, say stuff like she ain't no damn king of dancehall, queen of dancehall. That's not her space. Um, Lady Saw did way more than she did, and all this. Are y'all not entertained? Are you satisfied now? Has she proven her point now? Me say when Spice walk out in a man, me I say at the first, say at first me ever look for Spice and I said, yo, me that 1, 2, 3 out of that and more, Why should it look good? Me not like. And I don't think Shakira will feel any way about this. This is just me saying what I think a lot of men were saying. When she step up on that stage, then my friend, with such confidence, I said, look at a Jamaican woman. Look at a Jamaican woman. And the crowd went crazy and start sing every friggin' word for word. She didn't even have to sing the song, and she did try sing the song and she had struggled because the crowd louder than you. This is when you know you a banger. The crowd is louder than you singing your own song. What? Go watch everything, man. Let's see everything. So Spice is the queen of dancehall for sure. Not who else? Who else? Ain't nobody else gonna take that. And again, we are not bandwagonists. We've said this long ago. She tours more than mostly all of the male artists. Them. She stay busy. She has a loyal fan base. She has expanded her brand into the U.S. market and world market. She's done so many other things, right? So looking at a Spice and a Vybz Kartel, I say, imagine that tour, King Bigs. Yeah, that would have big. But let me tell you what would have popped Barclays again, because you see that place they call Brooklyn. Brooklyn is like the Caribbean hub of the United States of America, next to Lauderhill and Miami and them area. Then let's just say Miami, Brooklyn. What would pack that to the rafters again? If them ever put on a Popcorn, Bounty Killer, Mavado, and Vybz Kartel on one stage, that place, it will go up again. It will go up again. I hope somebody hears me and is thinking about this. I saw Mavado in the studio with DJ Khaled right after Vybz Kartel and Bounty Killer left. There's a little birdie out here that's saying, tweet, tweet, tweet. Hey, Mavado want link with Kartel, but him loyalty to Alkaline, why him no run up yet, or why them not link up like that yet, because him can't link if him want link. Vybz Kartel already said it, that was an era in time, and when we were busy fighting on record and in songs, and animosity was building in the streets, we weren't, like me never see my one and fling nothing off of him never see me and run me down to chop me up or nothing. We weren't warring like that, so that's when we had to come let the world know that, hey, this is a lyrical war. I know what I do out in the street. The line was drawn so much, those two giants created two nations within the our genre. Two nations. You have the Gaza nation, and then you have the Mavado with him, Gully Side nation. And why to have lived it is to have lived it, right? Move on, go to Gaza, me say. Go stop, Gully, me say. And it still exists to this day. The animosity still run underneath to this day, even when the two artists them I tell the people themselves. I know that with their part. So I don't know if that's why he's keeping off from not linking, but them know what them are do behind the scene, and eventually it'll come to fruition. But Vybz Kartel said it himself that he would do a tour. That's why I'm putting that out there. He said himself he would do a tour with Mavado. If him and Mavado do a tour and they relive that part, first of all, Mavado has an extensive catalog of hits. And he is the only other individual in dancehall music that is at that level for that period of time, generation. It's only him next. There's nobody else next, right? Big up to Beanie Man again, but I know your time, King. I'm Mr. King because you are a king and you were the reigning king at one point. but I know your time now. It hasn't been your time for a while. And I don't know why people take that disrespectfully, but it hasn't been Beenie Man's time for a while. In order for it to be your time, please go and watch the interview on Breakfast Club. And remember that the things that Vybz Kartel was saying at the first time, you hear him say it, but go back and watch all my videos. I said the same things that he was saying. We spoke about influence, right? You remember, you see, if you watch it, you will see, not true, RR123, when they asked him, so what does it take to be the king of dancehall then? Because I know for them genre, they don't understand it, right? And Kartel said exactly what I've said before. I said, this is why Beenie Man is not the king. Name me one hit song that Beenie Man put out. A song that even got, say, 1 million views in 2 days in the last 13 years. And I did like this. Okay, then, none. Yeah, moving right along. So, okay, right? So, and I'm like, okay, name me one slang. A slang. Something where I'm said that everybody ran with. People were joking on the top about Zaga, Zaga. Then nobody says Zaga except for Beanie. And just recently, through Beenie Man fans, them want to go against, and I don't even think they really like Beanie fans like that, because where were they when Beenie Man was just out here and Kartel was locked up unforeseeable? Like he definitely now come out. How come we never support him then and I say Zaga Zao then and Zaga then? I met that trend then. Name one slang. 13 years. Oh, okay. Again. So Zim 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 are from like 1990s. He's in our Rico bills. So we don't have not one slang. We don't have not one song. Oh, name me one fashion statement. Oh, okay. All right then. So we don't have one fashion statement neither. Like, how are you reigning king? You can't be. You have to reign as in rule dancehall where, but you know, see, sometimes Kartel don't even say nothing. I'll give you a big example. The man come out of prison and just stop wear clocks. Couldn't see a clocks on him foot for nothing. And when him go in a clocks, then I run the play. How will you get the new clocks that daddy? Everybody I look for clocks on him foot. No clocks. Watch how the man them switch up. The man them say, yeah, me now dash for my clocks, them you know, me still all beat my clocks, but it look like a Louis and some other things the man they wear. So that's the way I go with it. The whole thing changed, shift. I'll give you another statement. Everybody who have little gray hair in them beard, right, was dyeing their beard black. Every 2 days you dye your beard black. You dye your beard black. This man come out and say, me not dye my beard. I don't want to dye it. I want it to live. Our friend him said that. I be your gray hair beard just about the place. Some people I'm looking at, I'm like, yo, I didn't even know you had like so many gray hairs in your beard. Kind of thing. Right? Watch our next one. I'm looking for the bleachers. Me now say the people them now rub. But the day before Kartel come out of prison, we could have tell who did a bleach, and I did a whole heap of them a bleach. And they were bleaching like heavy, strong bleach. To all when them white out and you couldn't recognize who that. From the man stop bleach without saying it, because he only recently just said he will never bleach his skin again. But you kept wondering, well, it might get darker and darker and darker. Him just look, so I'm not gonna bleach again though. So we're not looking for the cake soap, Michael Jackson, you know, Kartel with him. We're not getting that. No, I'm done with that. Fully melanated himself. I'm looking around, I'm seeing, it look like bleaching gone out of style now. Yeah, it look like bleaching gone out of style now. I could name like 1,000 different things that he is doing. And people just are follow without him even saying, this is what I'm doing. That's what influence and relevancy is. And you need that in order to be the king. I remember, I know that outside of the music, you know, We don't start talking about the music yet, because in the music you need some bangers, bro. You need the kind of bangers that Cartel put out, where every time him drop a song, a whole bunch of people, all them haters, them rush to go review it. You know, there are people out here, right now, who didn't do any other thing else. Them do different content on YouTube. One channel in particular, from the day Vybz Kartel was released till today, that is all that channel does. Copy everything that he does, put it on the channel. That is all the person do. Just put, and me know that person there, that person that was one of them who used to say, if you stay in them now come out, a vendetta would say. I had a word or two with one individual in particular. I say, yo, you sell out, you know. And this was like 4 or 5 years ago. Not now. I say, yo, you sell out, you know. I joke, we are joking. I say, yo, you sell out, you know, bro. Him say, why? I say, SouFlo, why you call me sell out? I say, brother, you used to Gaza this all the time. How the hell you over here, vendetta? And not only that, you said the man need to stay in there. They need to throw away the key. Hear him. All right, probably me shouldn't say all that still, but me switch sides. He now come out there SouFlo, man, and me lose hope. That's what the person said. He now come out there SouFlo, man, and me lose hope. So me switch side. So I say you switch side, and I said that if it's staying there for life, bro, you could have just if you want to jump off of the ship, kite a sink and say vendetta or whatever, then go do that. But don't him say all right, but not do the rest of that then, because I know who it was and I caught him doing it. I'm gonna say yo, that's sell out youth. But yeah, that's what it's turned to. Non-believers become believers. I love seeing it. I love it. RIP to the legend, Max Romeo. Big up Cartel for these sold out shows. Great work, great artist. Free Ninja Man, the Don Gaga. No. Hey, fam, that's a whole nother topic, a whole nother show with Ninja Man situation. But back to this. RIP to the great Max Romeo for real. But we need to give him a proper send off too. So we're going to do it in a different way. This morning, we only got 10 minutes left on here. Then I got to wake up the children and get them ready for school and all that. So 10 minutes left on this. We're going to stick to the topic where we're on, right? If you're not motivated, I don't know what to tell you. I am super motivated. So and it's okay for you to say you are motivated by one of your own. It's like we have a problem. If you say, I like my own, I support my own, I am motivated by my own. A lot of our people be out here motivated by everybody else, right? Them support everybody else platform, them like everybody else. But when it comes to liking, supporting, and all the negative connotations that are used, listen, I am super motivated. If we should talk about self-confidence, but the great Marcus Garvey said, he without self-confidence is twice defeated in the race of life. Because before anything else, you must have self-confidence first. That means, you have to go believe in a you. You cannot doubt yourself. When the world is going to doubt you at some point, the closest people to you are doubting you at some point. You ever have a little business idea or something that you see you could do in the future, and you pitch it to your best friend, or your closest cousin, or your sister, or your brother, and the first thing you hear is, "Me think you'll come up with something better." That not gonna work. Me not think that'll work for you still. Or you go give them 2 lines of one song you write, and you hear them say, "But you can't sing though." Me not try to hurt your feelings. No disrespect in the moment, but that singing something there not for you, You know, some of the greats have heard that. Yeah. So self-confidence is a hell of a thing. What I learned this, come and try to take a lesson from everything. What I learned this weekend is bet on you and keep God with you, and the rest will come to pass or come to full fruition. Bet on you and keep God with you. You can't bet on you and out there the foolishness though. You will fail. You can't bet upon you and just feel like say you are the almighty. You will fail. Because you're not. Yeah, Marble Morgan, dream killers. A lot of people keep dream killers around them. And you know them people that will tell us, well, I'm there with you since day one, you know. I'm going to encourage you to check your circle today. See? Let me see that one here. Carissa Smith says, listen, Kartel is doing great things, and no one can take that away from him. Even Buju showed up for the culture and apologized. That speaks volumes as to how big Kartel has gotten. He is unstoppable. Okay, watch this. There's a thing in life called see you at the top. You heard me? There's a thing in life called see you at the top. See, when Buju was taking off, shooting for his star, Kartel was somewhere here, and Buju was up here, and they were going. And Kartel, I don't want to use the word idolize, because people will take that out of context. Oh, one person you're supposed to idolize, that is God. Okay, so we're going to use the word inspired. He was inspired by Buju Banton. This is why that meeting was so monumental that a lot of people didn't understand. I put that out on Instagram yesterday and had a lot of people saying, thank you for the education. So I'm not going to leave it right just like this. Meet you, I will see you at the top. Vybz Kartel started out with the name Adi Banton. Adi Banton. And he named himself Adi Banton because he patterned his name off of Buju Banton. Right? All right. This is before someone the band, because someone young. Patterned himself off of Buju Banton. And he wanted to be like a Buju Banton. Believe it or not. And he never hid it from nobody. He gave respect where respect was due. Yes, and even Buju knows this. Because Kartel always said out loud. That's one thing about Vybz Kartel. He is not afraid to give respect and accolades where they are due. So him say it out loud. So to see Buju now come and it come full circle, a little youth that used to admire you so much that patterned themselves after you and wanted to be like you, to be a big mega star like you and do big things like you, and to see him come sell out the Barclays back to back. That's the true definition of I will see you at the top. All right, look at you. Let me see you. Let me see what y'all do. Remember when, I don't know if y'all know about this, remember when time Kartel took the stage and he did have the mic and Buju Banton drag away mic from him? Because Buju was a much bigger star back then. Buju dragged the mic from him. But that's why I rate Bounty Killer. Because Bounty take back the mic from Buju for Kartel. This is where I also say there were a lot of people in dancehall music who became household names who never gave a chance to a younger artist. So we don't have a stable of artists where we can say, you know, a so-and-so artist them here, you know, and the Mr. Vega set this, you know, and the Sean Paul artist them this, you know, and the, like how we can say, and the Bounty Killer school this, you know, right? Right. Pay it forward. Look out for some of these artists, put them in the game, protect them, teach them, bring them to the crowd, and then boom, the rest they'll do. So to see them now unite like that and Buju not too big to come through same way, that's enough respect. It's enough respect to Buju Banton, you know. And also Kartel was elated. Who wouldn't be? They say work until your idols become your rivals. You don't have to really do that. But we know it's a rivalry will always go on because our music is super competitive. And it don't have to be on a negative level. It could be on a level of, oh, so I'm pack it from the floor to the ceiling. All right, watch me do the same thing next, right? Or strive to do that next. So when you're up there now with your idols, your work has paid off. Your work has paid off, right? Buju know the feeling. He too sold out and had shows added in New York City, Barclays, and USB. All right, RR123, here's the thing. I'm going to say this again. And I know me alone say it, and you can go check. Because even American celebrities are saying it. That go there way more than any of us do. for way more events than any of us do. What them call sold out at Buju's show, when I looked at the video, I saw parts in there that didn't have people. Okay? Now, in the Vybz Kartel own back to back, that's why I never use the word sold out. I use the word packed from floor to ceiling. That's a difference. Yeah, that's a difference. And Cartel's tickets were, someone ticket them was like 2 and 3 times the price tag of Buju Banton's tickets. That's another one. Right. I'm a bit surprised that Shaggy and Sean Paul did not congratulate Teacher on the shows. We're super competitive, my friend. You know, Sean Paul did an interview. Damn, we got 2 minutes left. Sean Paul did an interview with Rosenberg back in the day. I'll never forget it. And that's why I started saying, who did Sean Paul put in the game? So he did an interview. And the way how he answered when he was asked about Kartel, I think Kartel probably was about 6-7 years into his sentence. Remember, I know at 38 years, him get now, and he's about 6-7 years into his sentence, and everybody is being asked about him. Lady saw the interview them asked her about Kartel. You know, the Vybz Kartel has been sentenced to life. What do you think about that guy? How is he as a person, etc. Blah blah. Me and Sean Paul said something like, well, you know, it's a very controversial brother, you know. He said something like the way I'm doing thing or something like that. Me not like them something there. Me not like him or something like. I was like, he could have said something else, you know. And before we go, I'm not going to dwell on Sean Paul. I'm going to talk about, and I have to do it. That youth there, that used to deal with Nicki Minaj, Safari. You know, I see some people will use your moment to shine. And it's not in a genuine way, it's in a disingenuous way. I have a stickler for people who had a platform, a big platform. And while that man was fighting for his life and his freedom, you never used your platform to say, hey, you never took a good 2 hours and said, let me put together all the information about this case and let me read through it and let me see what could have went wrong. That's what we did over the years, right? Not once did I hear you say, man, I read through the case details of Vybz Kartel. You know, it's just sad that a person that's that great in that genre just got wiped away and sent to prison. Like, that was definitely not a fair trial, right? I don't know if he guilty or innocent. I wasn't there. But I just know that that trial was not a fair trial. They need to either free that man or give him a new trial or something. I never heard you advocate for this man. So why you out here a cry, brother? Shed tears. And of course, here they're gonna go, suck your mother. Because that's the first thing they say, right? When you say real stuff, that's the first thing they say to you is suck your mother. And then a bunch of Jamaicans jump on it because I guess he's famous or whatever, or he's more famous than you then. Yeah, suck your mother. He tell you if you suck your mother. Me no business who want to tell me suck my mother because me did suck my mother. That's why I'm big on track. The suck breast tell me I must be about 2 or 3 years old. Right? Me I look for it myself. So tell me suck my mother is alright. And the only thing I could do out of that is tell you if you go suck your mother back to. And you can't do me nothing. Because me no run, me fight. Right. So with that said, the level of the bandwagonism is crazy. But it's okay. It's okay because that's the name of the game. Turn the non-believers into believers. I just hate that people out here acting like, you know, this has been my person all along. And I've been trying to champion for this person all along. So you don't know how overjoyed I am just to see him here sell out the book. I saw the man go on and us. Which one? This man from 90s. Making no other pointers. I was like, what the fuck? Brother, just kind of pass sing the song. This man from 90s. See me? This man from 90s. It couldn't even bust a blank. Him couldn't do nothing in my life. Oh God, like God. And if you weren't there, and if you're not from Brooklyn, you don't know what that moment was like. All right, fam. Tone it down. Tone it. Me tired. I don't know how you wasn't out of breath. Me tired. I'm tired just imitating what I seen you doing. Message to the wagonist them, to the wagonist them. Listen. Listen, it's okay to come on back over because the fan base needs to continue to grow. Yeah. And but star, and you can't stop that here. You can't stop that. And just try not to be such a fake person though. Because that's all I can't say it no other way but that. Try not to be such a fake person. No, Donna, Jerome not call yet, but I'm sure Jerome probably asleep. Jerome probably gonna call later. When we go live like 9:30, after we drop the kids them to school and forward back on these things, we're gonna go live at 9:30. But I don't want this to be the topic 4, but I'm sure it will be a part of it as we go into other topics for the morning. All right. It's 7:04, supposed to end this at 7. We started at 7:01 and we're ending at 7:04, 1 full hour. We're gonna left it right there, so keep the conversation going. Bet on yourself. Have self-confidence. Believe in yourself. That's what we learned this weekend. And don't waver in your faith in God and your faith in yourself. And the rest will come through. All right. Have a wonderful day. For those of you who won't be able to tune in later for the later show, big up on yourself. I appreciate you greatly. God go with you. Walk good. I'm out. Peace.